Hey guys, so last time, in my last video, we made the A in the letter friendship bracelet, and in this video, I'm going to go on to the B. I'm going to eventually make the whole alphabet. I'll probably have to start a new bracelet at some point, because there's way too many letters, but anyway, so I've already done the start off the 2 rows, 1 forwards knots and 1 backwards knots, just to save time. If you remember from my last video, that's what I did before the A. You can see there's a A. So I did the 2 rows here, and now I'm ready to start on the letter. So I'm going to make a video series doing all the letters of the alphabet. So I'm just going to pick up where I left off on each video. So please subscribe to my channel and watch all my cool videos. Alrighty. So here's the design for the B. I've already done the 2 rows of blue. In my case, the white squares are the blue, and the X's are the color of the letter, and in my case, that's white. So the first square is a white square, so I'm going to do blue. So I'm going to keep the blue string moving, and I'm going to do a forwards knot with the blue on the white. And the next one is an X, so that'll be white. And I'm sitting on all my strings. Okay, so that'll be a white. So with the white, I'm going to be doing a backwards knot onto the blue with the white. And that'll make a white colored knot to start off. And my next one is also white, so I'm going to do the same thing. And another white. And I'm going to have 5 whites all together on this row. So again, I'm doing backwards knots, and in mine I have 7 strings, 7 white strings, but that just depends on how wide you want your bracelet. And a good rule of thumb, like I said in my other video, is to make the string as long from your fingertips to your shoulder when your arm is straight. So that's always a good length. I usually make it a little bit longer though, just to be safe. Okay, so now I've done all the whites in that row, so now there's one more blue. So I'm going to do a forwards knot with the blue onto the white. And I have the first row done. For the second row, I'm going to be moving the blue back over to the left. So the first knot is a white square, so I'm going to be doing a backwards knot with the blue to keep it moving this way, but so it's a blue knot. So I'm going to do a backwards knot with the blue. 1, 2, and that'll have the white string over here. The next string, I need to stop getting all these tangled. Okay, so now here's the next string, and that's a white knot, so I'm going to be doing a forwards knot onto the blue with the white. Get it all untwisted here. Okay, here's the next string. And that is a blue, so I'm going to be doing a backwards knot with the blue onto the white. And the next one, I've done, okay, one. Next one is an X, so it's going to be a white, so I'm going to do a forwards knot onto the blue. And I've just kind of got my rhythm of doing the knots, so I don't have to lay it out like a 4 every single time. Alright. The next one is a blue. So I'm going to be doing a backwards knot with the blue onto the white. And I always like to keep my pattern handy so that I can always keep track of what I'm doing so it doesn't get all messed up and I'll have to start over. That would be bad. Alright, the next one is a white. You always want to be really careful that you're doing the right string in the right order. You don't want to get them twisted up. It's white, so I'm going to be doing a forwards knot onto the blue with the white. Yarn usually works better with letter bracelets, but I don't have any, so I'm using this. This is embroidery thread. You can get it at Michael's or anywhere. It's really cheap. Okay, so the last one of this row is a blue knot, so I'm going to be doing a backwards knot onto the white with the blue. Alright, so there's that row. The next row, so this row is done. The next row, we're going to be going this way. So the first one's a blue, of course. Next one is a white, so I'm going to be doing a backwards knot with the white onto the blue. Put that one aside. The next one is a blue, so I'm doing a forwards knot with the blue onto the white. Next one is a white, so I'm doing a backwards knot with the white onto the blue. And the next one is a blue, I believe. Yep, blue. So it's going to be a forwards knot onto the white with the blue. And you can use any colors you want. These are just the colors that were handy at the time. Yeah. Next one is a white, so I'm doing a backwards, backwards knot with the white onto the blue. Backwards knot. And the last one is a blue, so I'm going to be doing forwards knot with the blue onto the white, like that. And I'm done with that row. So one more row to go. So So the first one is a blue, so I'm going to be doing backwards knot with the blue onto the white. And the only string that moves back and forth is the blue. The whites stay in the same spot. Even though you sometimes tie knots with the white, they always stay in the same spot. In the same order. Okay, so the next one is a blue again. So it'll be, get that, okay. It'll be a backwards knot with the blue onto the white, like I just did. Okay. Fix that, sorry. And the next one is a white. So I'm going to be doing a forwards knot with the white onto the blue. Next one's a blue. So I'm going to be doing a backwards knot with the blue onto the white. And I need a new bobbin because this one's not working very well. The next one is a white. Yep. So I'm going to do a forwards knot with the white onto the blue. And the last two are both going to be blues. So I'm going to do a backwards knot with the blue onto the white for both of these. And another backwards knot. And there's the B. So that's the B, and then you're going to do for the spacing between the letters, you're going to be doing with the blue 2 rows of blue, one going this way with forwards knots and then going backwards with backwards knots. So the blue will end up here again after you're done with those 2 rows, and that'll just be good spacing between the letters. But there's the B, the A and the B. Sorry about the camera quality, it's not very good. Here you can see that. So yeah, stay tuned for my next video. It'll be a C. I'm going to be using this pattern. So please subscribe to my channel, and thank you for watching. Bye!